So Nipsey Hussle came and was like, look, man, if you do the right thing, we're going to help you. Right. And that's how I built the relationship with him. People don't realize, they think it's through music.
Right.
Like I had a program to help kids off the street, gang bang and all this type of stuff. It's called Urban Born. Y'all can check that out. Go pull it up. He was one of the first kids in our program.
Wow.
And to see how now, after he died, he ended up being so famous. But when he was here, nobody gave him his flowers. Nobody cared about the same music, Snoop, that ended up going. And that's why us being here today, we're going to share that love. I'm going to tell y'all something. This man is incredible. We're going to give him his flowers while he's here because think about it. You didn't have to change. I got a bunch of people in my family that didn't change. They still ignorant. They still on the same thing. I like your whole movement because you decided to say, look, man, we ain't scared of nobody because you know where we come from. A gay man to kill you, a little man to kill a big man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but it's so easy for us to be negative towards each other. All these rappers dying young. What about us doing right and teaching them the game? They don't want to show that. They don't want to showcase that. They don't want to showcase me and Suge did a business deal.
Right. That's what it was.
See what I'm saying? A business deal. Yeah. So I tell people all the time, one man trash is another man treasure.
Hello.
That's how I looked at it. Like he couldn't see it that, man, you got a brand new car, but you thinking that car using is, I'm like, okay, give me that. I'm going to put some paint on there and some wheels on it. But I believed in you. You know that from day one. I showed you I believed in you. I'm not faking. I'm like, dude, I looked up to you as an artist. I was just a dude hustling. So you really put the work in to do this stuff. Right. But me, I was a dude off the street getting bread, that I'm like, man, if I get good people around, that's all I want. Did I ever tell anybody who want to leave, man, you owe me money, you going to put me in on your deals,
no,
I'm going to break somebody's leg and all that shit and shoot somebody?
When I left, I started my label.
Yeah.
I put out the East Siders, Doggy Style. I put out all kind of shit that went platinum, and you didn't ask me for a fucking dollar.
Yeah.
And you could have got percentages.
To this day, have I ever asked you for anything?
Never. And
see, that's what I'm telling y'all, like, No Limit is a university. I want to see everybody that come through that blossom. But everybody not going to make it if they not committed. If they don't put the work in. Or they don't believe in themselves. You got to believe in yourself. It's like a basketball. When I first started doing music, I was a street dude, but I wasn't that good. So I was in Bay. People was laughing at me.
Right.
It wasn't easy. I just didn't blow up. So it's almost like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan got cut out of high school.
Right.
He wasn't the best player on the team, but he put the work in and got better and got better.
You outworked everybody.
That's what I did.
You outworked everybody because you had Jay Prince. You had all these brothers that was doing it, and you came and got that information.
I ran with it.
You ran a different race.
And I celebrate them to this day.
And you gave them they love.
Man.
As far as what they taught you. Like,
Jay
even put
Prince,
Tony Draper on there.
Draper.
Like, these is niggas that I know.
Uncle Luke.
I know what they meant to the game before Snoop Dogg was in the game. Like, that's why I always praise my G's.
Yeah.
I can't really give a lot of love and respect on that GOAT level to my peers as much as I can to niggas that came before me.
Yeah.
And the brothers that laid down the foundation, all those black labels from Uncle Luke to Tony Draper to Rap-A-Lot Records, they was the foundation of what you did. And once you got it, you ran a different race.
And guess what? We never hated on each other.
Never.
We never got mad that one got this, because in business it go up and down. So what I learned in business is that you got to know when to cash out. And when we went this high, Snoop, when it was time to cash out, I cashed out and kept it moving.
Right.
And so I think a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, but you don't look at even Project Records. Till this day, Project Records cashed out because they learned that from the white folks how to cash out. We don't teach that to our people.
Leave while you
and go start something else.
Yes.
Diversity. That's what people don't realize. It's like, everybody tells us, oh, man, do one thing. If I did one thing, I'll be done right now.
Being able to have a multifaceted way of doing business, it shows you how to diversify your
because
portfolio.
Especially if it's stuff that go with what you're doing.
Man, I remember when you had a gas station and stores in the mall. And, like, that shit was inspiring to me. Like, when I seen that made me want to have what you had, but it didn't make me envious of you. It made me want to learn from you. It made me want to be a student. How is P doing it? How is he winning? How is he having a label and giving niggas great situation? Now, if you blow it,
that's on you.
You blew it. But
Man,
I seen you give everybody the same situation. I got the same situation that everybody got on No Limit. My shit was no different than anybody else's.
But you outworked everybody. You came
But
to
you
work.
gave us all the work.
I gave everybody the opportunity.
You said, look, it's 30 albums we finna put out.
Yeah.
We in the ice cream shop every motherfucking day. It open from this time to this time.
Yeah.
We working on this album. Now, either you gonna get on it or you not.
Yeah.
And the motherfuckers that was there hungry, we in there asleep.
Let me tell y'all something about this man. He jumped on every record, every project. He hustled like he had nothing, like he was a new person in the game. That's what I respect about him. Same way I hustle. Pass me that bag right there, Snoop. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. You never gonna stop me because I got product. So I went from the rap game, making music, as big as smalls. That's some chips, Migos. When nobody believed, Cardi B on the bag. Shout out to James Lindsay. That's my partner, man. Sometimes you got to get people that understand what you don't understand. It's called finding experts, and that's what we did in the music business. When Snoop found me, I was an expert at making money in this. That's why we here. So we got.
And when you gonna make some Snoop Dogg tape chips?
They coming.
You throwing all these chips out here.
Look,
I ain't seen one bag with my goddamn
you know what?
face on it.
We gonna get on tape for that because he's too slow. Right now, Snoop.
Boosie got the best one, so I can't even front.
We got the Boosie chip. Snoop coming soon.
I got to go.
Me and you gonna make the deal before I leave today.
Let's cut the deal,
look,
B.
We got the noodles. This all look.
Come on, man. You even got Uncle P's rice.
I got the Uncle P rice.
Man, I need this right now. I'm cooking some chicken right now.
Go ahead. You gonna cook that, Snoop? Hold up. And then let me show y'all something, right? We got noodles. Who that is? That's the Boosie noodles?
No, it ain't.
Yeah, that's the Boosie noodles.
Come on now.
Come on, man. That's hot.
Come on now.
That's hot.
Look at Boosie. Look at your nephew.
I got E40. We representing the Bay.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me
and now we need you.
You got
we
to
need
have,
Los Angeles.
A dog,
we need Los Angeles.
Come on, man. Get it in.
I got some pancakes. That's the Master P, Uncle P pancakes right here.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. We trying out all of this.
That's the Uncle P pancakes. Hold up. And then when you got them pancakes, I got some syrup for you.
No, you don't.
Come on, man. Ain't no more Uncle Ben and Aunt your mama. None of that. Y'all know we legit hustling right now. Ain't nobody gonna out hustle me. No. Ain't no youngster out here gonna out hustle me.
Never will.
So he afraid to get something else. Oh, hold on. Give me that drink. That's the No Limit Energy drink, King Kong. So I don't know if y'all Red Bull, any of that stuff, the Bang or whatever. I call this cotton candy. It has no aftertaste, and it have me up all day. That's how I do all this. I'm just telling y'all. What you think?
I'm really not a sample kind of nigga, but this shit is good. And my team will tell you, I done commercials where I won't drink this shit. That nigga that paid me a whole lot of money, I be like, I ain't drinking that shit.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But
why I think you would like this. My nigga Kev is a Red Bull.
Give him one of those.
That nigga's a Red Bull.
Give him one of those. I want you to tell me.
He's a
Hold up. You got to come over here, dog.
Come on, Kev.
Come over here, because we don't want. Hold on. Wait for you pop it. We won't come on over here.
Yeah, tell us what that motherfucker do, because you a real motherfucking...
Come sit right here and drink this thing. I want you to tell me. Come on, hold up. Come sit down for 1 second.
That's right there.
What you think?
Yeah, I could do that.
See what I'm saying?
I could do that.
Red Bull, y'all in trouble. Yeah. So I'm just telling y'all right now, we call this King Kong, because we go wild. That's you know what I'm saying? We straight from the jungle.
King Kong.
King Kong. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they can't stop us because we King Kong.
That's big business.
Mm-hmm.
So P, what you been doing on the music tip? Like, you know, everybody know that you got all these different business hands, but musically, have you decided to put back out some of that old school No Limit music, or what you on right now?
So I have a lost tape that I'm gonna play for you, and I want you to tell the world, and I want the world to tell us what they think about it, because, and then, you know, we OGs now. I want to do this last album with you called Last OG.
Come on, nigga.
You know what I mean?
That's still wait.
But for the No Limit Chronicles, you know, the documentary is #1. Tonight is going up again. It's going to get even bigger. And we built the dynasty, you know, and it's not a one-man army. I think all my soldiers, I salute all of them, from you, Snoop, to Mystical, to Silk, to Mir X, to Fiend, Mr. Servon, my brother C Murder, Free Corey Miller, Mac, Soldier Slim, R.I.P.
Steady mobbing.
Yep, steady mobbing. R.I.P. Magic, R.I.P. Fifth Ward Weeby, Crazy, man. It's just so many. I could go down and down and down the list, man.
Okay, you know what's crazy is how me and Fifth Ward Weeby became friends. And Spitter and Soldier Slim and like all
Currency.
Come on, man. All the niggas that was kids when I was there have grown into grown men, and we still manage that relationship, and we still love each other, man.
Man, Mia X son rapping now. Mystical son rapping.
What?
Yeah. Shout out to Romeo,
Yes,
Symphonique,
sir.
my kids, man. All my kids, man. You know, my boys, Hersey and Mercy, they balling right now. They doing their thing. And, man, it's just a blessing, bro, for us to still be alive. You know what we done been through, Snoop. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how you can't celebrate that?
Yeah, that alone needs to be celebrated. The struggles and the hustles that we had to get where we at.
Man, it's crazy.
If they only knew. If we had a camera on every day of our life, it'd be a motion picture every minute.
And look how good God is when you do right, man. That He'll give you tenfold. Yeah. He'll take from the wicked and give to the righteous. And that's what people don't realize. A lot of people don't have nothing now because they was wicked. Think about it. And they mad at us because we still, look how we've been helping the community, helping the kids, giving back. And then this show #1 with a little no promotion because it's raw, it's real. This is what the people want to see.
And they want to know what went into making No Limit. What did it take for P to become Master P?
And we still celebrating other people from North. We celebrating Cash Money.
Yeah.
You know, when those guys, when our time was coming down, they was coming up. That's what it. I could have brought them and signed their whole company. But guess what? God had a bigger plan for them.
Yeah.
So that's what you got to look at. But they always put us up against each other.
When it should be, this is a brother allowing the company to grow on their own and get their own.
When I talk to that man, Snoop, he had his own vex. I always tell people, you don't need to be with a boss if you're your own boss.
If you feel that about him, you know he didn't need that.
Nah, he ain't need it.
Come on, man.
Look what he did. Look what he ended up doing.
Bossed up. Him and Slim bossed up.
Man, I end up doing a song with Lil Wayne. It's called Power. I gotta let you hear this thing, man. And
that's so overdue, you and him.
Yeah. You know Lil Wayne the best rapper ever come from New Orleans.
Off the top.
I'm gonna be real. Him and Mystical. You know what I'm saying?
Him and Mystical. When I say Soldier Slim,
Soldier.
If he'd have had more time,
he
he was going. He was coming. I remember when you first put me on him. When you walked in the studio, it was like, bruh, this man is the closest thing to Tupac, and I fell in love with him. And then that nigga was like roommates when I went down there.
He was wild.
That was my nigga, man.
He was wild, man.
He was my roommate in the apartments you put us in when we first moved there. See, what y'all don't know was P had us living in apartment buildings. I don't even know the name of it.
Yeah.
But we was all in apartments and we had to fuck with each other. We had to communicate. I had to
That's
borrow
how we
sugar
spend
from
time.
him and had to come over his house and this and that to where we was all like this. So when we went to the studio, we was already family.
Yeah. And we got to, so this is how we handle our difference, because everything wasn't perfect. We put the gloves on.
Off the top.
In No Limit.
It
wasn't no shooting or nothing like
put
that.
Put them
gloves on. Then come back. We all good.
Yeah,
we win or lose.
Put them gloves on. We'll talk about it later. Put them motherfucking gloves on. If you ain't trying to put them gloves on, stop the talk.
Yeah, stop all that. So now, y'all, it's a blessing to have this #1 at a time like this.
Yes,
and
sir.
When a lot of people didn't think that this could happen, and have the whole soldier movement. Y'all see what me and Snoop got on, the whole camouflage movement. You could go to Monyatis.com, MONEYATTI.com. Monyatis stand for motivating oneself, encourage you actively to think independently. And Nike did it. Why we can't do it?
Why not?
Nike was so big, but they came out their garage because we allowed them to grow and make mistakes. So I tell people, even if you're looking at this documentary, you had to allow me to make mistakes and get my production right, just like I did in music. So I had to grow. Okay, let me go find some great producers to take this to the next level. Right. And that's what I done. Because at first, when you have money, just because you have money, it's a lot of people with money that's not happy, that's broke mentally because they can't get it together. All they doing is spending money, throwing it away, people playing on them. So you got to know. You got to invest in yourself. Everybody got 24 hours. I went back, studied my craft. I got better at the storytelling, everything. And I think in music, like I tell you, in the Bay, when people laughed at me, it was like, oh, that's a country boy. You know, he got bread. We're going to take, because even when I was on the road, I go on the road, people don't know. When I was opening up for Tupac now, I was out when the lights was still on.
Right.
But I was thankful for the opportunity.
You want that opportunity to soak up all of
That's
that
it.
game. All
That's
of this
it.
is game.
I knew how good this dude was. I'm like, damn, okay, I got to switch my stuff up. I got to get it better. And ain't nothing wrong with it. I tell people all the time.
If you get to practice with Michael Jordan, why the fuck would you want to go practice with Michael Jordan? I'm going to pay to go practice with this nigga to get my shit right.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to realize it's not an L, it's not a loss, it's a lesson.
But if you're a student, you want to grow as a student. So that's just a lesson that you learn from, so you can study to become better at what you're trying to be.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't want to put the work in. Then they get mad at you. So that's why I'm going to tell y'all. That's why I got in a product, because let me show y'all something. Product don't talk back.
It don't.
If I make $1 million, these noodles are not going to call me mad because he ain't make no money. Please, product, do not talk back.
Hey.
He ain't mad. Product, I'm in the product business now, Snoop, because I ain't got to